All right, let's run through the new Unicontrol 2D system. We got it installed on this trolley here for demo purposes, but this is all the sensors and everything that's hardware that would go on your machine. Obviously, we have some sleeves that would go on them to offer a little bit more protection, but basic system, you got your body, boom, stick, bucket sensor. If you have a tilt bucket, we're adding a sensor. If you have a tilt rotator, we can integrate with that. If you have an extending boom, a swing boom, an elegant boom, dual boom, whatever, we can support it. Unicontrol can cover pretty much everything. We got our laser receivers here. Mobile receivers, a little bit lower profile, sits tighter to the machine, pops on and off a little easier. They're both plastic, so taking them off when you're going out in the woods or something like that is important. The Spectra one has these indicators right here, so it's going to light up to let you know it's seeing your laser for when you rebench or when you're pulling your bucket in and grading. It's letting you know you're on grade, you need to come down, you need to go up, that kind of stuff. And that's your second indicator on top of your screen here. So we have our slide bar, a height left and height right of the machine. Actually, let me just turn this off, turn that blank. So height left, height right, just to make it a little easier to see right now. That's showing us where the tooth of our bucket is. So green, you're on grade. Blue, you're above grade. Red, you're below grade. Nice and simple, clean interface. To rebench or to zero, you just tap this button right here. Good to go. If you want to dig, so it's about 0.25 from the bumper to the countertop there. Drop this down to 0.25. And now, as I come down, boom, we're on grade again. Now, normally we're digging more than that, so rather than sitting here tapping this a bunch, press and hold, and now we can actually go into here and set it at 8 point, we just do like 8.65 or something. Hit done, and obviously I can't move that arm down 8 feet, but you get the point. It'll turn green when you're on grade. Zero it. Your other buttons here, this is our focus point. So you can focus on the right, and it shows you right here, right, left, or middle of the bucket. Normally, this little dot right here would be a tiny dot in comparison to the bucket, but I got a little bucket, 2-inch bucket, it's fine. It's normal size bucket. But normally that would be a lot smaller. And then you'd be able to see the difference between height left, center, whatever, whichever one you want your slide bar to show you pretty much. Our bucket selection is right here. So we can calibrate as many buckets and attachments as you want. Digging buckets, flat buckets, grade beams, all that kind of stuff. You just tap it, select your bucket, you're good to go. This is our save and load. So if you had a rock next to the machine that you can reach over and then save that height, and then when you move the machine, you can put your bucket back on that rock or whatever it is, and then you can load your height. Because it's a 2D system, whenever you move the machine, you have to rebench. So let's say that's my grade. Change that. That's my grade. If I move the machine and I come up, I'm still on my grade, but it thinks I'm off. So you would have to tap this button right here to zero it, or you catch your laser again, and that corrects any movement that happens in the machine. And that's the basic way to run it off of your bucket. I can't show you exactly how it works with the laser catcher, but it's very similar to what we just did. For the slope mode, this is really nice. It's going to track our slope for us. So if you can't remember positive or minus, it shows you on the screen here. So you don't have to remember, but we're actually going to do down towards the machine. I'm just going to change it right to 50%. I hit next. My Y slope is just cross. I'm leaving that at 0. And then I hit done. And now you reset your heading with this button right here. So now I can go into here if I wanted to on my blank side, and I can change that to my heading. So that's 1.4 right now. If I tap this, it's going to reset it. I have my boom pointed in the direction that I want my slope to go. Tap that button, put my bucket on grade here. And now I can set my actual grade. And now, as I come in with the bucket, you can see as I'm coming down towards the machine at a 50% slope, we're still at 0. As soon as I start coming flat towards the machine, it wants me to go down. So it's showing me that. But it's also going to track the direction of my slope. So now watch, as I swing the machine to the right, now it knows that, it looks a little wonky, but now it knows my slope is running this way. All right, and I can pretty much come flat right in towards the machine. So it helps track that for you, which is really handy, especially if you're doing a septic system. 1.5% slope is kind of hard to follow by just your eye. And then I put my bucket back on the bumper, and you can see our heading is pretty much still dead on. But every once in a while, you just point your boom in the direction that you're supposed to be going, and you tap that just to make sure that your heading isn't moving on you. And then I can also show you, so if I change this to cross slope here, let's move it back to this position. All right, so my cross slope, I'm not tilted that much. Now, I can't show you a tilt bucket, but right now we're going off the machine. You'll see as I keep going, I get close to my 50% slope, it's gonna turn green for me. But let us know that our bucket is matching the actual slope. So it's always correcting the position of the machine, whether you're trying to dig flat or slope, it's always tracking that for you. When you're done with your slope mode, you can either zero it out there, and these guys will always stay, or you just go to flat. Done, clears the screen out. Get rid of my cross slope. Now we're back to a more basic, just digging flat.